What's up guys, welcome to Grant's Info Stop. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Apple's future events, upcoming updates, upcoming products, and AirTags. On this channel, I make videos about tips and tricks for Apple products, the latest Apple buzz, and give slight reviews all inside of Grant's Info Stop. So if you're interested in this style of content, then consider subscribing. I have a lot to cover today, so let's get straight on into it. We first heard that Apple could potentially be having an update on March 16th, and that is a very accurate date. But according to some very reliable sources, that event is not going to be happening on March 16th. But be on the lookout for any events coming sometime in the future. This event was rumored to be showing the iPad Pro, the iPad Mini, AirPods, and AirTags. Apple is not releasing AirTags at the moment, but they are expected to come out sometime in the first half of the year. This is a very exciting product, and they are just like the Find My app. They are a device that you can hook to your keychain, car keys, or really anything else. On the other hand, I don't really know a lot about the AirPods, the iPad Pro, and iPad Mini. But the iPad Pro will most likely come out with the same design as last time with the squared off edges. It will just include a better processor inside. So if you remember that big long stem that hangs out of your ear on the AirPods, then Apple is trying to eliminate that as much as possible. And that really was shown off in the AirPods Pro. It will most likely be that the iPad Mini will not come with a really big design change. So they will still be having those big bezels on the top and bottom of the screen. They will just include a better processor inside. And this is going to be a pretty big update for the iPad Mini. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Apple creates for this one. So if you remember the headphone emoji, then you would remember that they are not the AirPod Maxes that Apple created. Well, Apple did update that design, and now they created the AirPods Maxes as the emoji instead of the original headphone emoji, which this takes us straight on into our next section about the upcoming updates by Apple. So the upcoming iOS 14.5 update is going to be an update that is going to affect every single user. This update will include masked Face ID, new gestures for some of our favorite apps including the music app, over 200 new and improved emojis to choose from, new privacy settings, and dual SIM for 5G. So Apple's priority is to be more inclusive and find new and improved ways for their customers to use their products. Most of the emojis that we will see are just going to be alternates of ones that we already have. But Apple is also developing some new emojis for us to use. So Apple is creating a new way for their customers to choose gender options for relationships, and are also creating ones for COVID-19. Some of the new emojis that we will see are going to be a swirly-eyed emoji, heart with a flame, and is going to be an updated vaccine emoji. So if you remember the shot emoji, then all Apple is doing is just creating a vaccine emoji, which is just making that red color blue. So Apple is working really hard to level up the already amazing iOS 14 update. So now comes one of my favorite topics that I'm super excited to talk about today. So if you remember last fall, Apple created their M1 MacBooks that started the Apple Silicon for their Macs. I'm using the MacBook Pro with the M1 chip in it right now to create this video. This is a powerful beast, and I really think, in my opinion, that this computer is far better than the Intel Macs. Granted, I only had the 2017 MacBook Air in the past, and for what I was putting on it, it was probably a little bit too much. It was a fantastic computer, but I really think the M1 MacBook Pro is far better. So next up in the rumored lineup of Macs, we're going to be seeing the M1X and the M2 processors. These names could change, but I really think that these names are going to be the same. This processor is going to be incredible, and some rumored leaks of the benchmark scores have already been released. So this is part of Apple's Silicon line of Macs since transitioning from Intel Macs. So let's talk about the M1X chip first. For what we know, it will probably be in the 16-inch MacBook Pro and the iMac. This chip inside of the Macs are probably going to be coming out sometime later this year. But on the other hand, the M2 processor will probably come out sometime in 2022. Remember, this is only a rumor and they could change. For what we know, it's going to be a 12-core M1X chip instead of the 8-core inside of the M1. It will include a 7 to 8-core graphics. You can hook up to 3 displays and also house 16 gigabytes of RAM. It would be really nice if the 16-inch MacBook Pro and the iMac would come out with this M2 processor, but really, I don't really care. I think it's just amazing that these computers are so powerful. We will most likely see the M2 processor in the updated Mac Pro. It will include a 16-core CPU and a 32-core GPU. This is an incredible boost, and I'm so excited to see what our technology is going to be like even at the end of this year. Apple is really on its game, and the pandemic has not stopped them yet. And really, I think that the pandemic has really helped them as a company since they get to focus more on developing. Remember, most everything mentioned in this video is a rumor and is suspected to be created by Apple. These devices and specs could change in the future, which they most probably will be, because even at the time of recording this video, I created this script for this video yesterday, and I even had to change some of the stuff in this video because of the updates that Apple is creating, which really leads us into Apple is always trying to innovate on all of their designs. I'm super excited to see what Apple is going to create, and I hope that's the same for you. So if you found this content very interesting and want to see more, then consider subscribing and don't forget to leave a like. So if you enjoyed this video, then click right here to watch another video just like this, and click right here to watch another one of my awesome videos. And have you subscribed yet? Then click right here and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to ring that bell so you can be notified about every single video that I make. Thanks for stopping in.